Hello, ladies and gentle ladies. Welcome to the stream. We are live once again, and we are going to be doing some more Industria. Hello, Agent Cryo. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing pretty good. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it to stream at 7 today, but I have. I've made it. I thought I was going to have to delay it to 8, but I didn't have to, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I think we can basically just get into it. There isn't much to say. So turn that on and we'll turn that off. There we go. So, what are we going to be doing today? I actually don't know. So let's think, what did we do last time? Well, last time we made it so the block entities can be input from any side. Also, this music is way too loud. I need to turn this down. There we go. Like that. And then I'll have to turn it up on desktop. There we go. Okay. So last time we did this, right? We made it so you can input, for example, from the top or from the sides and whatever. Basically rewrote that whole system. I guess today, I suppose we can work on actually making the drill tubes work. I guess. Because I think we're pretty much done with this. I mean, what I would like to do at some point is have it obviously so when I look at this model, it will actually show this part as the hitbox instead of just a full block. I would really like to do that. I just don't know that that's something we're going to be able to do in a stream. It might be a little bit too complicated. I honestly have no idea. So we'll have to see. Also, this is consuming energy when it's not even doing anything. I just noticed that. We should probably fix that, shouldn't we? Hello, Romeo. Welcome to the stream. Good evening to you too. Let's fix that first. I don't know why it's consuming energy. It shouldn't be consuming energy. Aha, I see. It's because... Right, so it's consuming energy because this doesn't actually check if it's already drilling or something. So what I should do is just simply say if this dot drilling or this dot retracting and that. And I'll just put these in brackets so it's easier to read. And if I hot swap that, it should not now consume energy. Yeah, good. So now it's not consuming energy when it doesn't need to be. That's good. Another thing we do need to do is make it so we can adjust the motor RPM. But that's going to require a little bit of work because that's going to basically require rejigging the entire GUI, which we will have to do at some point anyways. I'm just not sure that we want to be doing that right now. Hello, Super Z. Welcome to the stream. So I think what we'll do, we should really try and do the drill tubes, I think. Get them actually functional as something. But for that, we're also going to have to make the actual tap that you can place on top of it. I guess we could do that. Sure, we could do that. Okay, let's do that then. So let's actually close. Should we do that? Maybe not. Maybe we should finish off the drill first. it might be a better idea to finish off the drill and then move on to the tap. Otherwise, we're going to get... we're probably going to completely forget about it otherwise. And hopefully it should be somewhat trivial to rejig the GUI. So I think we'll try and do that first. The problem is these two buttons are kind of like temporary. So what I could do, honestly, since those buttons are temporary, I could just say, here, where I'm specifying the position of those buttons, I could honestly just say -10. And basically, if I do that, okay, not -10, maybe like -30, right? So something like that. They could just be off of the GUI because then they're not actually meant to be on the GUI. Now I would like this to not overlay anything, like when you hover over it. Don't you have an interface already for the drill? Can you just show motor UI when you click a button? I guess so, yeah. The problem with that is the actual GUI for the motor does reference, because the way it's obviously a screen, it's a handled screen, it's not just a normal screen. So I don't think there would be a way, at least not without like, yeah, that just wouldn't really work, unfortunately. Hello 7410, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't think it would work purely because of this, really. I mean, I guess... Let me try something. I'm just going to do this. Player entity... Player. Okay. And I'm just going to see if I can do player.open handled screen and do a new handled screen. Oh, handled screen factory? Is that not what it's called? No, it's called a named screen handler factory. There we go. So if I do this, hypothetically, of course. Yeah, the problem is this has to return the actual screen handler, and the constructor of the screen handler does require a block entity. I could hypothetically have like a mock block entity for the motor, but I think that's insanely overkill. Or I could kind of generalize the motor screen handler class, maybe. This. Possibly I could, instead of passing in a motor block entity, pass in some kind of, or require some kind of motor interface type thing. But I just abstract all the interfaces and then render them. Maybe? I'm not honestly sure that it's worth it. Because the thing is, with the motor screen, it's just this. It's just, this is it, right? This is kind of the whole thing. And this, of course. That's kind of it. I could hypothetically put those... Well, no, I couldn't even really put those in an interface. I don't think. Could I? I could, maybe. Let me try something then. I'm gonna give something a go here. So I'm gonna create a new class. I'm gonna make this an interface, and I'm just gonna call this like motor screen functions. I don't know. This is a terrible name, but this doesn't really matter, right? So I'm thinking that I create a method that actually creates this, basically, right? So this one can be static because it doesn't need to be re-implemented. So this can just be a text field widget, create a widget. And all this would do is this. So bar widget, sure. So we'll do that. Caveat being, this does need a text renderer and a position, which is not great. But hello AG6, welcome to the stream. Yes, there is another stream. I told you this yesterday. I did tell you this yesterday. I told you there would be a stream today and Friday. And hello Lime, welcome to the stream. If I did something like this, right? I guess there's no way to access the handler. So what I could have is a void set target RPM. Like that. This can't really be static. Okay. So this can just be default then. And I also gonna need like int get target RPM. So if I did something like this, and then also did something for this, so okay, it's gonna be a pain, but this could work. So I could also create a method text field widget, which will get the field, and then by that I can do a default void handle screen tick, right? And then if I do get the field, and I have to do that a few times, but that's fine. Then I can replace this as handle screen tick, which removes this. And that's basically it. So the only thing I need to do is I need to override this method. First of all, let's actually implement it as well. So it implements motor screen functions. In init, I can add child create widget. This.text renderer, this.x, whatever. I'll just do. How does create widget do? Yeah, we don't actually want to set those in here. Width, height. There we go. So simply something like that. If I do x. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. Something like that. There we go. So if I do that, and then I do... Oh. Yeah, I can't call this... I can't call that method that. I have to call that method something different. handle updates or something. I don't know. Or listen for updates. I call that in here, and then this overrides that has to be protected or something. Does it have to be public? Sure, public. And then get target RPM needs to return this dot handler dot get target RPM. And then I also need a method to get the field. So get target RPM field, which returns the field. So I think something like that should basically abstract it enough that I can then also just put it in the drill screen. So if I do this, let's get rid of this because we're not going to want that. We're going to need a text field, so a private text field widget. Let's set that in here. And this needs to be equal to that's not going to work. This text field, sure. Target RPM field is equal add drawable child like that. In handle screen tick, I can do the method listen for updates, and then all I need is the getters. So I need these. And then I just need those methods from the screen handler. So just one basically. In a drill. Go. Nice. Yes, you heard my phone, which I need to put on silent because I completely forgot. So let me do that. There we go. Now you will not hear my phone. Yeah, so that's that. That's that. Is that it? I believe so. Should we try it? Oh, I do need to quickly fix the packet though. So if I come to here, I think. Yeah, I basically just need to add an else if in here really. Else if it's instance of the drill is pretty much what I want. And then do I have a method to do that? Set target rotation speed. And that's going to be exactly the same. So really I should have an interface for this too. But we're not going to do that. And then I think that's it. I'm not a fan of calling this motor screen functions though. Can anyone think of a better name for what this interface is? Maybe it's really kind of just the widget handling. So I'm tempted to name it something to do with widget. Maybe like motor RPM handler or something would probably be fine. Sure, I think that's fine. I don't like using these getters though, even though I know the compiler will optimize it. it just doesn't look very nice. So I'm gonna create a field for it. There we go. Good. And one very minor thing I will do here is grab the target RPM as well. There we go. Just a little bit of a cleanup, not anything major really. I know it's effectively the same. What is this? Is that the tooltip? No. What is the actual text for this? And why do I need to decompile this? That's not going to work because the game's running. But what is this text? Text. That just goes into the super. This is the message, which is what? Get message. Is it just not used? Just scrollable text. When? Why? Why? It's not used? Oh, I can't know if it's used because... Okay. Let's restart the game. Let's decompile first. Then that means we can actually view the source for once, which is always nice. There we go. So find usages. Where is this used? So that's only used in pressable widget. Okay, so that text is actually completely irrelevant. So what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to say text.empty. There we go. There's no constant for that, is there? Unfortunately not. Oh well. So, close that. Close this. Close this. Close this. Oh, no, 1 second. We want to move the energy bar real quick. So I will move the energy bar. No, we are not bug fixing today wide, or at least not yet, probably soon. We are currently... 1 second. Let's just move this to something reasonable. There we go. We are just making it so that the... Oh. Wait, no, don't do that. That's the motor. That's not what I meant. I meant the drill screen. We'll go 10. There we go. We are making it so that the drill can have the motor RPM thing. And that way we can use that in there. So I just abstracted that in the motor. And then after we've done that, I think... I'm not sure. After we've done that, we're kind of done with the drill. As crazy as that sounds. And there are some minor things I want to do. Like, I want to make it so that if you go into the, like, the bounds of the drill head, it hurts you, which is a very minor thing, really. We could probably do that in 5 minutes tops. But apart from that... don't think there's anything. Oh my goody gracious. I forgot to change this. Go. And apparently this is completely wrong too. Yes, because the width is 100, so maybe 40? More reasonable. Honestly, still way too long though. Maybe like 20. 25. I can mess around with those kind of values later on. Move that to like 20. Something like that. No, further along than that. 35. Oh, no, I changed the wrong thing. Oops. This can be at 35. 32. I'm just trying to get it somewhere where I don't have to worry about it for a while. Let's move the overflow button down a little bit as well. I don't want to move it too far down because then it's going to overlap with some things, but just a little bit so it's not literally on top of it. Good. And then let's also, just a very minor thing, let's set the title X. We have to do that in the constructor, don't we? And I'm going to set that to be that, I think, is setted, right? Get with, because text renderer. Yeah, that's not how you do it. How do you do it? No, not this one. Wait, that's not the one I meant. Title X is equal. Why is it trying to say 8, bruh? This thing. Yeah, that was right. Oh, it's in init. It is in init. I wasn't sure if it was in init or in the constructor, but yeah, that makes more sense in init. But, nice. So this is still kind of a little bit messy. But now it at least has everything visible and not completely overlapping each other. So that's good. This is a minor issue. But once again, that can be fixed when I'm kind of properly laying out the GUI. Yeah, I think that's basically it for the GUI and all that stuff. Why? Oh, right. Yeah. I was wondering why it was making particles of like this, but it wasn't. It was making particles of these. So that's fine. I think that's basically it. We're waiting for Basti still to to fix the conflicts in his PR. Honestly, we might just do that ourselves because I don't think Basti's ever gonna do it. Let's do it. It should be trivial. It'll take like 10 seconds. Not literally 10 seconds, but it won't take long, is what I mean. I'm gonna do that actually. Or can I do that? I probably can't do that. Oh, I think I broke some. Oh yeah, I've broken some. I just tried to bring my changes over to main. And I've broken everything. Okay. That's fine. What I can do... Can I not? Okay, I've really broken everything now. Okay. We're not going to be able to continue until I fix this one then. Is it hard or possible to render UI elements in real Minecraft world? It's possible, I guess. It wouldn't be easy though. Because kind of the problem, well, I guess it wouldn't be that bad. The hardest part really is actually just getting it to you know, getting it to display correctly with the correct transformations would be the hard part. Okay, what I need to do to fix this issue is just go and pull this into main, if I do that, oh, that's got a build fail, so that's going to also make main fail, but that's fine. I can fix that in a second. Okay, needs to do that, and I'm going to delete the multi-block branch because I didn't really end up rewriting it. So then if I do that and then I pull, oh god, this is gonna fuck everything up. Okay. Just want to see, can I bring my changes to, okay. So here's my issue, guys. So I've now got conflicts in these two classes because these are depending on things that I did in the multi-block rewrite branch. But I accidentally brought them to main. So they're a little bit broken. Unless main has this class. Well, I guess it does now, but I don't think it did previously. So I've very much broken everything here. It's saying this class is conflicting, but I don't know why. Where is this class conflicting? Let's go to IntelliJ. Because IntelliJ does have the I'm just going to accept mine and hope everything goes for the best. Is that what I meant to do? If I build, let's see if that still builds or if I've actually broken something. No. I've actually just managed to completely delete it. I think. Did I just delete the commits, bro? Maybe? I hope not. So multi-block type init does not exist, apparently. That's correct. So I have actually just managed to delete a bunch of stuff. Great. This is why you don't trust me to do get things. Okay. So I'm going to pull. I'll stash those, sure. So what's the conflict here? I don't see, that's not conflicting. Okay. Sure. So if I do that, and now I build, we should have less errors. Possibly none. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. So I'm going to commit this stuff. And then I don't have to worry about that all being broken again. What the hell? So, okay. What have I done? Well, I've done quite a few things, really. It's kind of the problem. So let's go. I hate naming commits because I end up just saying a bunch of things or a bunch of changes or cleaned up code. Let's go kind of one by one. So I have added motor RPM to drill, added energy to drill, added ability for multi-blocks to take sided storages or to have what do you call it? Oh, I don't know what to call it. What does Fabric call it? I always want to just say capabilities, but that's kind of Forge. That's not what they're called in Fabric. I guess just lookups or something. How is the mod evolving? Haven't watched in a while. It's evolving pretty well. It's coming along, I would like to say. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically fix these things, and then I think we're gonna have a quick look at everything to see what needs doing. So added ability for multi-blocks to have God, I'm so bad at coming up with descriptions for what I've done. Have inputs or outputs on specific blocks. Sure, that works. I have abstracted the motor screen functions. What else? I have abstracted the multi-block controller. I don't want to go too in depth here. Yep, that. Oh, and I fixed some issues with there were some issues with something. Something wasn't working. Oh, maybe I fixed that before, actually. Hello, iJohn. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so that I guess that's actually all I've done. Since I at least committed last, anyways. That's all just formatting changes. That's all just. Oh, I should really actually undo these, because what this had before was perfectly fine. Calling it position is fine. It doesn't need to be position data anymore because I got rid of that whole thing. Those just return null. That's fine, isn't it? Yep. And okay, I'll quickly note this one down. Fix multi-block type serialization. And what I'm going to do the great thing of asking ChatGPT to turn this into a commit message, because I'm not going to be able to come up with one. It's kind of long. Ah, well. Good enough for me. Okay. There we go. That's committed. We don't have to worry about that now. So let's run the game, and we're just going to have a look at some things and see if we can find anything that kind of needs maybe polishing up or fixing or those kind of things. That's going to be the plan. Will there be a car mod making video? No, there will not. Well, kind of. I do at some point plan on making some kind of vehicle tutorial, but not. It's not literally going to be a car. It will be some kind of like rideable vehicle, basically. So at some point there will be something along those lines, which should be fairly relevant to if you did want to make a vehicle. But that's kind of not going to be in the near future. Tutorials are kind of a little bit of a pain for me to do at the moment, since honestly they're pretty hard to prioritize in terms of like time scheduling, I guess. But hopefully at some point I will be able to get back to them. So, oh, what we were going to do, we were going to fix Basti's PR so we can get that merged. So let's do that real quick, actually. Although I have a feeling his PR is onto the wrong branch, isn't it? Maybe not. Never mind. So let's just open that in here. I don't know why I did that because I already have it open. Please don't open a new window. It's not good. So is it going to tell me to fix the conflicts like it did before? No? Okay. I'll fix it myself then. So I think it's in here. Is it this? What is this? Why is this not conflicting anymore? What is this? What does this plus button do? Oh, that's like, right, sure. How do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this? Hello? No, stop. How do I get rid of this, bro? Oh my god, how do I get rid of this? This is so weird. I can't just click it again. Can you go away, please? Okay, that's gonna make my life a little bit harder. Sure. Let's go to the GitHub real quick. Because I'm pretty sure there are conflicts. So I don't know why it's saying there are not conflicts. Oh, review mode. Disable review mode. There you go. You're saying there's no conflicts, though. Very weird if you ask me, because there definitely are conflicts. Which is why I didn't merge it, unless Basti has fixed it since. Nope, he has not. So, look, there are conflicts here. Unless this is outdated now. There's still conflicts. I don't know why IntelliJ isn't showing me the conflicts. Maybe because it's... No, I don't know. Why is it not showing the conflicts? Okay. We're just gonna have to resolve them in the web editor then. So... how can I do this? So... Okay, this is the code that Basti wrote, I think. No, that's not the code that Basti wrote. Wait 1 second. Hold up a second. He sent me it in DMs, so... Okay. This is the code that Basti wrote. Never mind, that is exactly the same. Okay, good to know. So, if I do that, let's have a look at this. And basically side by side it is the plan. So, first conflict is here. We've got angle, wheel radius. Let's go to this real quick and let's do... Oops. Definitely wrong thing. Control Windows T. There we go. Okay, so angle. Angle is equal blah 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 plus angle offset. Then wheel radius is that one. So I get rid of this one. And then the one we have here is this one. But I just get rid of that. Believe. And basically that fixes the Kuchu complex. That does update main. Fuck it. I'm gonna merge it after this anyways. So, it's fine. It'll be fine. So, if I do that, and then I will discard my changes real quick. I will go back to the main branch, and then I will pull like that. Close that. Zoom back in. There we go. And hopefully we have the correct code. Yes, we do. That's correct. So if we now give this a run, we should be able to see Basti's new code for getting the rotations in. So let's go ahead and test this then. And should be fine, but we'll have to have a look. Just make sure. Is it running? Taking a while. Here we are. And boom. So now we just go inside real quick. You can see that it kind of moves to the correct spot. It's not perfect. It's not completely perfect. But effectively, it's probably the best that we can get. So many thanks to Basti for getting that code to work and getting this to be looking like this, because I probably wouldn't have figured it out, or at least not in any reasonable amount of time. So W Basti for figuring the map out for that. So that's pretty much all of those things. You can see it has also slowed it down a bit because it was very fast before, and we have a crash. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, okay. So I thought so. So we have actually lost some changes here. Okay. I thought so. I did think so. Yes. So that's a pain. Okay. I don't think we've lost too much. So basically what we're doing here is we're saying player dot open handled screen, drill block entity, and then here we're saying drill block entity dot break multi-block with the world and the pause. And then I think that's effectively going to be the same in the... Oh, this also still has the energy providers? Okay, yeah, we are back a little bit then, aren't we? Yes, we still have all the energy providers and stuff in here. Okay. Okay, we're quickly going to have to revert this then, aren't we? Let's get that sorted out. So bye-bye to those. We'll get rid of these. And these. These. Go. We could also probably do a default for the on primary block use. So something like if is instance of not block entity, but what's the thing called? Is it named screen handler factory? Then we can do player to open that. Then in the multi-block break, we can say if it's instance of a multi-blockable, then we can do block entity dot break multi-block world pos, which just does those. Those can just be defaults, so we don't have to use those, of course, but just having those be the defaults means that we don't actually need to have those, and we don't need to have any of that either. So that's nice, isn't it? That just makes that a little bit cleaner. And is there anything else in here, or is that all fine? We do have an error here because we forgot to remove those. And let's just build that, see if that still builds. It's possible I have broken something. Hopefully not, though. That build? Yes, it did build. So if we now go ahead and run it again, hopefully that's now fine, and we'll commit these changes in a second. I'll just actually format that as well. That basically gets rid of those, gets rid of that, and gets rid of those. Yeah, this should be fine. But we'll check. We'll check the whole entire multi-block system in terms of how it actually will handle inputs and outputs, because it's possible some of that is now broken. So we'll quickly go ahead and check those things. I'm actually going to check the client now that not the client, the main class. How do I handle it in here? Yeah, that's fine. That just uses this. That's fine. What is the block entity? That's just the block entity, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's actually always going to be null, that block entity. But anyways. So this has 200 power. Let it just come back up for a second. Let's do tick rate 200. That'll just come back up a little bit faster so that we can test. Well, we know that energy is working actually, because for it to be able to do this, it needs energy. So we know that yes, that has energy. That's fine. And we can actually quickly test this. So if I set this to 40, yes, that has actually changed to 40. If I set it down to 20, that should also basically stay at 20. We'll just quickly reload. Make sure that does stay at 20. Yep, so that's fine. What we can also do is we can check the inventory shenanigans, which should be fine. No reason why not. Yep, that's all good as well. So that's all fine. Yeah, I think what we're going to do then is we're going to make it so the drill head can actually hurt you. We'll do that real quick. That should be easy, I think. So what we can do is inside of the block entity, drill block entity, we can effectively create a private AABB, which is going to be the drill head AABB. I assume it's called an AABB. Is it actually an axis aligned? No. What's it called? Just a box? It's just a box. Okay, that's kind of janky because it's not really a box. It's an axis aligned bounding box. But sure, we'll call it a box. Fine. Bit with the name. We'll say no. I know we're not doing that. That's weird. So weird. Okay. So what we'll do is here when the drill Y offset is changed. So actually we can do that here. Perfect. We can say this dot drill head. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to call it ABB. Is equal to a new box. Position.x, position.y. Okay, no, it's not y plus 1 though, is it? It's the offset. Negative 1 plus the drill y offset, is that right? And then y2 is going to be plus 1 negative the drill y offset? Plus the drill y offset. I think. What we can do, or what we probably do want to do, is we want to save this. Drill head ABB. And I guess that's are boxes ints or are they're doubles? So we can actually do there is a, can we not? Unfortunately not. Okay. In that case we'll just do yeah, a list type. And then this gets us an MBT list. And then we can say this, basically. Perfect. And then in here, and we can say MBT list. Does the constructor take in a type or not? Nope. Okay. We'll do list, and then we can add an MBT double. Like that. We can't just add a double, can we? No, unfortunately not. Oh god, I really messed that up. Okay. I don't know why I tried to do it like that. There we go. So then what we can do is if we go into the renderer, we can say, how can we check if we are on, if we have the bounding boxes shown? Is that a constant somewhere? Does anyone know? Minecraft client.get instance dot box. World renderer. Debug renderer. Is it not in the debug renderer? Does it? Anyone know what this is? I doubt it's an option. It's not really an option. Maybe in the game renderer? No. The thing is, I would search for it, but I don't really know what to search for. Is it an option? I feel like maybe it's an option. What about? I really don't know. Well, actually, what's the actual option called? When you press it, what do they call it? Is it outlines? Maybe in the entity renderer, I guess? I doubt it's in the dispatcher, though. That doesn't really make any sense. Maybe game option. No, this is the same thing that I literally just looked through, isn't it? I think it is. Wondering if it's like some kind of collision thing. Because technically it is the collision boxes. Yeah, I can't just search for like F3 and what is it? H? Is it? I'm actually gonna Google it. Not Google it. I'm gonna run it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for what it actually calls it. So it sends the message in chat, right? When you press the button. So what I can do is I can look for what message it says, and then I can find in the code that message. I think that will work. And then I can find, hopefully, what the option is called. F3 and B. That makes more sense, actually. So if I press F3 and B, there you go, hitbox is shown. So if I now go Control Shift F and I search for hitboxes shown. Is that what it was? Yes. And then if I take that out and I go in all places, so it is debug.show hitboxes on. Right? So now I search for this because that's going to be what's in the code. So here it is. Where'd that go? Okay, it's in here somewhere. No, is that not what it was? F3 and B. Oh, debug.show hitbox. There you go. Aha. This.client.getInty. Okay. I should have seen that. I really should have seen that. So if... Oh, can I get that from the context, actually? I can. Look at that. I'm using the context. How lovely. So let's get the box. Let's say box. Box is equal entity. And I need a method to actually get that box. So go here. And let's create a method to get the box. Get dual head AABB. Sure, that'll work. Box AABB. We'll get dual head AABB. And then how do you do it? So I'm gonna need the position of the drill head first of all. Do I know? Oh no, I don't. I don't, do I? So let's do world renderer. I think it is. No, it's not in world renderer anymore, is it? They have like a line renderer or something. Nope. What I will do is I will go to the blog post and I will see what it's called. If I can find it. I cannot find the blog post apparently. And then in that case I'll go to my history and I will try and search for it in my history. Is it? Might have found it. There we go. And somewhere in here, I recall it said something about the world renderer stuff moving. Sure it did. Yes, there it is. Vertex rendering. So if I now say vertex rendering, draw a box. There you go. Can I just pass in the APB, please? We try that. Hopefully I don't need to push and pop the matrices. I have to restart the game. Yikes. But this should work. Let's close this, because we're not going to need that for a little while. And let's close, I think, this, because I don't think I'm going to need this blog post. And come on, game. Whilst it's doing that, let's actually figure out what we need to do to make that damage you. So really, it needs to be... yeah, kind of. So if it's drilling, which actually can just be this dot drilling. Then I'm going to get all entities within the box. So I'm going to say this dot world dot get entities. I actually don't know what the method is called. Is it this one? Sure, I think I can do living entity dot class and then go ahead ABB, and then does it need a predicate, or is that just... it does need a predicate. I'll just say living entity is alive, and then for each entity, sure, I'll do something like that, but not right now. Okay, so if I go F3 and B, uh-oh, didn't think about that one. Yeah, I didn't think about that one. I'll say and box is not equal null. I didn't call it box. I don't know why I keep trying to call it box. Box is a really dumb name. I'm not a fan of it. That's also... oops. You're going to let me hot swap that before it started? Maybe. Let's see. Don't error, please. Just ignore the fact that that was erroring. Nice. So what do we actually want to do here? I guess we want to just say entity dot hurt method or damage. And we'll say server world, it's dot world. Damage source. I guess we technically want a custom damage source for this. How do you do damage sources nowadays? I know they've completely changed, haven't they? Sure, find usages will do. Hello, find usages, please. But why can I not find where it's actually called? Get damage sources? Is that a thing I can access, or... No, can I get that from the world? I can. Sure, weird. Yeah, ideally kind of want a custom damage source for this. Funnily enough, I've never done a custom damage source. I don't think ever. At least, yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't. So I guess we can figure that out in a second. I think it's a dynamic registry, isn't it? Is that right? Or am I making that up? It is. I also don't know how you do dynamic oh no, I do. Never mind. I was thinking there was something else for a second. F3 and B. So yeah, by default it's not going to have one because... Yeah. But if I do that... That's working. The problem it's going to have is the box is kind of offset. Whereas it kind of needs to be like 0, 1, that, and then 1, 1. Oh, right. Duh. I think that's probably worked. We have a look-sees. Yes, Basti's PR has been merged wide because I did it. Basti didn't do it, so I fixed the conflicts myself. This is not right. Why is that wrong? 0. Oh. 0. And that should be, what, just your Y offset? Yeah, there you go. That's pretty much what I was looking for. So now, hypothetically, we can make it damage. So if I just do this, and for now, I'm just going to use generic, sure. And we'll do like 5, but we can mess around with that. What's going on here? Is it those brackets? It's those pesky brackets. If I try that, and what I would do, I will do something like this. I'll just make a little bit of a hole there. And then I will come all the way up. I'm just going to quickly say tick rate 200. So it comes up a little bit faster. In fact, I'm lazy, so I'm just going to do tick rate 2000. which kind of crazy. Oh, that's making it lag like hell. There we go. So now I'm gonna go and say start, and I'm gonna quickly dip down to you know what, here is fine actually. And let's see. Hypothetically, it damages me when it reaches me. Let's go a little bit faster, maybe like 50. Here it comes. This is not menacing at all. It didn't work. It did nothing. Interesting. So drilling is true. So for the no entities? Oh, but yeah, damn it. Because yeah, now because the offset is different. Okay. In that case, I think it's probably better to do the computation on the client side rather than on the server side for this. So, because having to reconstruct the AABB twice on the server is significantly more expensive than doing it once on the client. So, I'm actually going to say here, AABB dot minx or entity dot pos. Let's do this. Block pos, and then let's just hopefully make Copilot do this. So x is equal pos x plus AABB dot minx. Hopefully minx min y min z. Yes, these do actually need to be doubles. That's correct. Thank you, Jay. And then I can just use min x min y min z max x max y max z. And if I go ahead and hot swap those, and oops, I forgot to press play. That always helps. And then here I do actually need to fix it, don't I? So I need to do this dot pos dot x, this dot pos dot y, this dot pos dot z, this dot pos dot x, and this dot pos dot y. And I have just realized this is wrong actually. because in here it needs to be the opposite, so it needs to be negative, or no, it needs to be this negative the pos dot get x. So negative pos dot get x, like that. If I do that and then do that and then press play, and oh, it's frozen on me again. I can't go to my I can't go to my taskbar. Bruh, Game. No, what the... Okay, this is great. Great. Really well made. Stop. Oh my god, it's just grabbing my mouse, bro. Okay. There we go. Nice, so that hurts me. Good. Good, good. That's great. I am curious, is that going to hurt me in creative? I don't think it will, right? We can check, though. No, it doesn't. That's good. Okay. So, let's create a custom damage source for that, I think, is the best next move. Let's go up a little bit faster, please. Okay, custom damage sources. Does anyone know how custom damage sources are done? I think they're JSON now, I believe. I'm going to check the wiki. Maybe they're on the wiki. Probably in miscellaneous if they are on the wiki. Adding a damage type. Here we go. Oh, they're on the new wiki. Hey. Does it say how to do it with data gen? Or do you just do it with data gen? Oh, this is how you access them through the code. You must be able to do them using data gen. I'm sure you can. We'll figure it out. So let's close these. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go in here. And let's see, actually, is there a fabric damage? No. Is there a damage type generator or something? Provider? Vanilla damage type tag provider? This is for tags. Tags aren't actual damage types, right? Yeah, I'm guessing this is kind of like enchantment. Is kind of what I'm thinking. So if I do industrial damage type generator, and honestly I kind of forgot how you do this. Extend that class apparently. Implement those. Okay, and then we need the constructor. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this as a reference because I don't know this off the top of my head, unfortunately. That's a damage type generator, sure, and then we do entries.add all, and we add registries.get or throw registry keys.damage type. And I think that's basically it for that class. If we go to the actual data gen thing, here we go. And we add it in here, so pack.add provider. Why did you change from Forge to Fabric? Well, Forge is dead. Well, it's not literally dead, but it's functionally dead because the whole dev team moved to NeoForge. And I took that as an opportunity, basically, to use Fabric because I'm not a fan with the NeoForge people. They don't like me. I don't like them. So I figured it was a good opportunity to try out Fabric. And so far, I've been enjoying Fabric a lot more than Forge. And a lot more than I think I would have enjoyed NeoForge. I mean, it's hard to say, really. But I think it's pretty good. I think it definitely has all the potential that you know, Forge had, basically. It just needs the mods, right? That's really what it needs. It needs the mods. Without the mods, it's obviously kind of useless. So I figured, hey, I'll make a tech mod for Fabric and we'll see how it goes. That's kind of what I'm thinking. What does this need? Registerable. Sure. Then. Registerable, and this is what? Damage type, I guess? Is damage type generic? And no, it is not. Okay, good to know. So how do we do this then? Is there a vanilla implementation of this somewhere that I can look at or not? I'm guessing there is. Vanilla. This is tags. This is tags. Does vanilla only use tags? Damage sources? Wait, do I need to register a damage source or a damage type? Or are they the same thing? Or do I need to register both? Ah, here we go. Damage types.bootstrap. So register in fire, which is a registry key, to a damage type, which takes in a message ID. Right. An exhaustion? And a damage effect. Okay, this is... okay, this looks very similar to enchantments, really, is what I can see here. So let's close this, and let's close this, because I think that we're basically done with those. So I do context.register, and I create a registry key, so a public static final registry key of damage type, and I'm going to call this drill, sure, will work. And how do you do it? Registry key .of, and then it's registry keys .damage type, and then drill. Or is it an identifier? It's an identifier. So industria, no, industria.id, drill. There we go. And then if I register drill, and I register to a new damage type, and what are the constructors here? A string, damage scaling, float, damage effects, and a def message type. Okay. So is the exhaustion, I'm guessing that's like the cooldown? Is that the cooldown? I'm guessing. Damage scaling, I'm guessing this is kind of never, when caused by living non-player, always. What the fuck does that mean? Damage scaling. Never, when caused by living non-player, or always. I have no idea what this means. Oh, if it's... okay. I see. I see. So damage effects, what's this? I'll just use hurt, I think. That's... because this is an enum, so that's a pain in the butt. Will you can finish your tutorial series, or is it finished? It is not finished, and yes, I will continue it at some point. I'm just struggling to kind of find time to get it in with, you know, everything else going on, really. Hopefully, yeah, I mean, I've said this a lot, but hopefully they will return soon. I just got to find the time to fit it in around other things. So it's a little bit of a struggle to get them in, but hopefully, at some point, I will have the chance to do that. Do I have damage scaling? I think I'm gonna have damage scaling. I'll say always. And then what was the other things? Oh, damage scaling is before the actual float there. And then it's what the other things. So it's death message type and damage effects. I don't know what damage effects are. I don't know if you have to register those. But I'll just, oh no, this is the enum. Right. So this is just her, sure. And then what was the other thing? The death message thing? Death message type? Default. Sure, I don't know really what this means. If it's death message type, dev.attack. Huh? So it just links to a bug report? What? Since when is this a thing? What? This is a thing? Wait. But when you get blown up by a bed, it links to the bug report? Really? I did not know that. I'm gonna have to check that. Really? I'm actually gonna have to check that. Anyways, I think default is what I want. So, def. If I want default, do I actually have to supply default, or can I just use the constructor that doesn't have that? Yes, I can just use the constructor that doesn't have that. Lovely. Can I also do that for the damage effects as well, or not? Damage effects. Yes, I can. That's good. I can also get rid of that. I assume I can't get rid of the exhaustion. Oh, sure. I'll do that one too. Okay. So that's that. Now, how do I get a damage source? That's the big question. Close this. Let's close this. Let's go to this. Okay. When one of these is referenced, how is it referenced? This.inFire is equal to create. So what does this do? Oh. I see. That's quite weird. Can I just make these static? Is there a reason vanilla hasn't made these static? Maybe because it uses the registry? Oh, it uses the dynamic registry manager. Interesting. But can I just make it static? Or not? Wait, why does it even use the registry though? Oh, it uses the registry to actually get it from the key. I see. So the only way I can do that is by passing in by passing in the registry? I think. I can create like a public static damage source, create drill or drill damage source, right? And then if I pass in the dynamic registry manager, then I can basically return. I assume I can't access that class, right? No. So I can just return a new damage source, which takes in the registry entry. So I can do registry manager dot get or throw drill. Can I do that? No, because that wants the registry first. So if I grab the registry then, so let's grab, what's the registry? It's a, I assume it's a lookup, right? No, it's just a registry. Okay. Sure. In that case, I can just pass in a damage sources and say damage sources dot registry dot get or throw. Look at that. So drill damage source, and then yeah, I think that's fine. So then in the drill, I can say this.world.damage sources. I can basically surround this with damage type init dot drill damage source, passing in the world's damage source. And I think that will work. So let's go ahead and run DataGen. Oops, don't do that. Need to run DataGen. Okay. Also, the music stopped. Why is the music stopped? Did I stop it? I must have stopped it and somehow not realized that I stopped it. Don't know how I managed that, but sure. DataGen's done. Did it error at all, or is it fine? Curious what it generated, actually. Shall we have a look? Data, Industria, damage type, drill. Huh. I don't know what the message ID is going to look like, so... Oops, I just ran DataGen again, but I ran it in debug mode. I'm going to run the client, please. We'll do the lang in a second then. Unless, actually, I should have thought about this. Unless I can just add it in here. Which I assume I probably can. Not add text. Translation builder dot add. Can I not? I guess not. Huh. No, I actually can't. Kind of crazy. Let's do private static void add damage type. Translation builder, registry key. Do I need to use a registry key, or can I? I probably need the registry lookup, right? So I need a wrapper lookup, which is the registry lookup. And then also the registry key of damage type, which is the key, and then a string value. And then we can go ahead and add text. I don't think that's right. No. What? No, that's completely wrong. We need to get the actual registry thing, right? So, get off throw. Yeah. That's it. Get off throw registry keys dot damage type. And what does that get me? Is it just a registry lookup? Registry entry lookup, or is it? It is. So then I can do that, which I think is then get off throw. Registry key of damage type. That should be fine. Or what does that get me? Oh, that gets me a reference. Right. So if I get the value, and then I say add damage type dot message. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to try this in the game then, aren't I? See what it actually says as the death message. Yep. So let's go. I assume it's coming back up, is it? I think so. So if I go ahead and press start and then just jump down here. Oh, I probably should. I didn't think about that. I completely just didn't think for a second then. That was obviously not going to work. Okay. We'll try this again. We should try this again. Hopefully it's still going down, if I'm lucky. It is. No, it's coming back up. Ow, bollocks. Okay. Back up we go. Right, so I think it's high enough up. So I'm gonna press start. I'm gonna jump down. When I get to the bottom, I'm gonna go survival. Okay. It's probably not gonna kill me though, is it? Not quite. Damn it. Ah. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I should have given it some blocks. Yeah, I should have given it some blocks. Ah. Okay. Okay. What I'll do then is I'll give it some obsidian. Actually, I don't think I can give it obsidian. I'm not sure, actually, if I can give it obsidian. I forgot if I gave it a diamond pickaxe or an iron pickaxe. Okay, I'll just give it something normal. Then. Fine. I'll put that in there. Okay, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. But sure, that will work. So we'll let that just do that for a second. We'll do tick rate 200 as well, so it does that a little bit faster. Right, so then what I can do is I can press start, I can go down. And it should kill me. Def.attack.drill. Lovely. So we can say def.attack dot damage type dot message ID. So then I can add damage type, registry lookup, damage type dot drill. Hopefully that works. One very minor thing I will do is the message ID here I should probably prefix that with my mod ID, right? Is what I'm thinking. So I'll do that. And then I will run data gen. Wait, this is not what I want actually. I want it to have the player name though. How can I do that? Can I just do like %s, or is there some specific key I need to use? Get death message. String. Well, how is killed reference? If attacker is null and this dot source is null. Attacker. Source. So attacker and source are, yes, indeed null. Get prime adversary. Huh? Hello, Wide. Yes, I am still doing the damage source. We are currently trying to translate it. But I'm not sure how. This just says it's .player. If it's not null, then it does this, but it is null, so it doesn't do this. So instead it just does text.translatable kill.get display name, which is an arg. How are args done? I kind of forgot. Do they use %s or no? That's not args. Oh, this is going to be a pain to find. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. How are arguments done, bruh? Is it just %s? Okay, you know what I can do? Dev.attack. All places, here we go. %1s? Well, there you go then. I guess that answers my question. So, how can I do that then? Just %1s, %1 $s was drilled to death, I guess. Stop the client real quick. I actually didn't need to stop the client. I don't know why I did that. Oh well. So that's done. I'm going to check what that's done in the lang just to make sure that's fine, because I'm not confident that's entirely correct. Look. Dev.attack.industrial.drill. There you go. That's fine, I think. So, let's run the client. And we'll see what it does. And then after that, I think we're pretty much going to be done with the stream. And I don't really know what we're going to do on Friday, because we're kind of done with everything. We could try and do the upgrade system, maybe, for the drill heads, I guess. I haven't really planned that out yet, not even in my head, so Not sure how we're gonna actually have that system work. Whether we're gonna have like a crafting bench, like a special block to do it, or hello? Yeah, that was weird. Or how exactly we're gonna do that, I'm not sure. Maybe just crafting recipes, but I feel like that's a little bit lame. It's not this one, is it? Nope. Oh yes, we do need to do the tap for the pipe. That is correct, yes. What the hell has happened here, bro? What the hell has happened here? What is bro doing? Yeah, we need to do the tap for the pipe, that's correct. But I kind of want to finish the drill first. So anything drill related, I would rather get done first. Just because I think that's probably a better idea generally. Not what I meant to do. Meant to go creative mode, please. There we go. Yeah, we'll probably do the upgrades, I think. Hello, Basti. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We are about to end, though, so you have joined at the very end. But yeah, I fixed your PR, don't worry. We did that at the very start. Is this thing coming up or not? I can't even see it. There we go. Whoa. 20, please. And let's go game mode, survival. And press start. Ow. Ow. There you go. I was drilled to death. How lovely. So that works. And that's pretty much it, really. Yeah, I think we'll probably do the upgrades. I think that's kind of the best thing to do next. And then from there, yes, from there we'll do the pipe, I think. For having the oil tapped out of here. And then I don't know. That's kind of it after that. We have to have the pump jack be able to extract from the tap, which is going to be very tricky, I think. Because it's not technically part of the multi-block, so I don't really know how I'm going to do that. Maybe what I'll do is when I place the tap on top of this, it will kind of construct its own multi-block with all of the drill tube. But like not an actual multi-block in terms of this one, where if you break it, it all breaks. More a multi-block of like, they know where each of the other ones are, you know? I think that's probably the way to do it. Ayo, Basti? Ayo? But yeah, that's probably the way I'm gonna do it. Just because it needs to be able to validate that the tubes still exist all the way down to the oil patch, right? But I don't want to form it into a multi-block because it doesn't need to be a multi-block. These don't need to be block entities or anything like that because they're not actually doing anything. So that's probably the way to do it. The tap should be relatively easy, I think, because the tap isn't really going to do anything. It's just going to kind of serve as like an input-output. Or no, just output, really. yeah, just output. And then yeah, the pump jack will basically just interface with that. So the pump jack will just have some kind of reference to the tap. And likewise, I kind of need a way when you place the pump jack down, right? So if I grab the pump jack real quick, when I place this down, I basically have no way of getting the bridle to line up with the drill tube. So I don't really know how I'm going to do that. I also need to fix this. I need to make it just not be able to place. But yeah, I have no way to make this line up. So I need some kind of like placement way of doing that. Maybe kind of it will show like a hologram. That could be kind of cool, right? Like when you're trying to actually place it, it will show you where it's going to place. I think that's probably the best way to do it. And because right now you kind of just have to wing it. So if I go one more back, that lines up. This isn't actually exactly in the right place, right? But probably some kind of like hologram just rendering like where it will show up is I expect the way to go with that. And then at some point I need to fix the rotations here because it's needless to say this is not correct. But that's going to be a bunch of math and I don't have time for that right now. So we'll probably get back to that in the future at some point and fix that up because needless to say, you know, I'm not sure you even need a single class of physics to learn that this makes 0 sense. So yeah, I mean, it's actually not that hard to fix. This just needs to slide along the counterweight instead of being rotated. No, I am not going to be doing a math stream. I don't think people want to see a math stream because it will be 90% of me just sitting in silence, staring at the whiteboard rather than me actually doing any math. So no, probably not. I will probably do that at some point when I have some spare time. AKA not anytime soon. I mean, if you guys really want it, then maybe I will. What the hell? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, maybe I will consider it someday in the future. But I think it's quite complex math to get this to slide along there and somehow still line up with the Pitman arm. No, this is the Pitman arm. What's this called? This is the... Fuck, I don't know. What's it called? It's gonna bug me now if I don't find out, so I need to find out what it's called. It is the beam. Yeah, I don't think that's actually what it's called, but that's what I called it. Sure. Yeah, getting that to line up I think will be quite tricky, so for now this is like somewhat fine, question mark. It just looks a bit janky really, doesn't it? Yeah, anyways, that's a future thing. In the next stream I'm probably going to be doing the upgrade system for the drill heads. I think is the way to go. So like diamond tipping it, waterproofing it, lava proofing it, adding builder upgrades, etc, etc, that kind of thing. Maybe I'll even add a way to like increase the radius or something. I don't really know how that would work because that's kind of useless for the drill tube, so I'm not sure about that part. We'll see. And then we'll do the drill tap, I think is the plan. So that's probably going to be a Friday's stream. And whether or not I will stream tomorrow is still actually undecided. I haven't decided yet. I might stream tomorrow. I might. We will see. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you in the next stream. Goodbye.